What is up, my elastic waistbands with just the right amount of stretchiness? Welcome back to Getting Baked, the official baked goods podcast. And I'm just going to jump right into what we're doing today. We're going to talk about coronavirus. And this is kind of a clickbaity title. I'm mostly just using this so that more people watch this video. But more specifically today, I wanted to talk about quarantine happiness playlist. And more specifically, my playlist. So what this is I realize that right now it might be a tough time for some people in the world, and maybe those people are also some of my subscribers. So I wanted to make sort of like a collection of things, or if you will, I'll call it a playlist, that make me happy. And they're just little things that sometimes you take for granted in the hustle and bustle of daily life, and just remind everyone that they have a lot more to be happy about than they realize. And I know I've been trapped in my house for the last week. I'm sure more people have. And so this might be just a better way to look at your surroundings and appreciate all that's going on in this stressful time. So I'm just gonna go through my playlist of things, and hopefully you resonate with some of these ideas, you relate to them, and we can share our joy collectively. So the first item in my playlist is bananas. Something that I love are bananas. They're a top 7 fruit in my opinion. I'll come out with the fruit tier list playlist later. But I didn't mean to say playlist, I meant to say podcast. The fruit tier list podcast is definitely in the works. But anyway, I don't eat these at school because the ones that I can steal from dining halls are just bad. And I don't go to the grocery store often because I buy things in bulk, so I only get bananas like once every month and a half when I go shopping. And I just like being home because it gives me more bananas because my mom actually buys them. The next thing, I have one green water bottle at home that I love. It doesn't look like the one in the picture, obviously, because it's not green. But what it is if you see that button on the top at the right, that's actually, if you press it, the like hole that you sip out of opens up. Normally it's closed so that it doesn't spill when it's not being activated, but when you press the button, the hole opens up and you can drink out of it. Effectively meaning you can just drink out of the water bottle with one hand, and there's no cap or anything that you have to remove in order to drink from it, except when you fill it up. So it's just really efficient. It's cool. It's technology. This is the future. And I just appreciate having this because it's at home and I don't bring it with me to school. The next thing is sunlight through my window. At school, my building, I'm on the side of the building that like faces away from the sun, so I don't actually get sunlight through my window. And my room here at home actually does face the sun, at least in the morning. So when I wake up, there's rays of sunshine beating down on my face, and I think that's just a much better way to wake up than waking up in the dark. Hamilton. I have listened to the Hamilton soundtrack at least 5 times all the way through in the last 2 weeks, and I just think Hamilton is a really awesome musical. A lot of the songs in it are phenomenal. I really like Nonstop and Wait For It. I have a few other favorites, but those are the 2 that come to mind most quickly. I cannot get enough of Hamilton. I know that makes me sound like a big nerd, but I just love it. I love putting it on shuffle on my Alexa while I'm studying. I love Hamilton. The Killers recently released a new single called Caution, and whatever radio station my mom listens to loves to play the shit out of the song, and rightfully so, because it's a fucking bop. The Killers just make timeless music, and I love this song. You should go listen to it. The fact that my dog loves me more than my mother or brother, and so she prefers to sleep on my bed than either of theirs, and I can celebrate this by admiring the little pound of dog hair on my comforter. Yeah, my dog loves me the most, so she sleeps on my bed. It's just a nice privilege to have. I love you too, Rosie. Oh, the Slow Rush. Tame Impala recently came out with another album, and I haven't really been a big fan. Like, I guess I'm a fan now, but I hadn't really consistently listened to Tame Impala until this album came out. I've heard a few of their songs, like Borderline, Patience, It Feels Like We Only Go Backwards, and most notably, The Less I Know, The Better. That's probably their most well-known song and one of my favorite songs by them. But I listened to the Slow Rush when it first came out, and I fell in love with it from literally the first 30 seconds of me listening to the first song. I love this album. I've listened to this, not as much as I've listened to Hamilton, but the Slow Rush has definitely been what I put on when I shower. I really like One More Year, Glimmer, Lost in Yesterday, and I think my favorite song is It True? Just that bass line is so awesome. So yeah. The bathroom art. I've been using my downstairs bathroom because my brother might be sick, so he has the upstairs bathroom, so I get to admire the art in my bathroom. My mother is an interior designer. I'm just kidding, but I think you knew that by looking at these photos. They're weird and abstract, but I like them a lot. I like the one on the right because that's the one directly in front of the toilet, so as you're shitting, you get to look at the maroon chess piece surrounded by watermelon and a fishing line. Yeah. And then the one on the left I like the swirls in it. Pesqueras de la Matisse. Yeah, it's cool. I just appreciate this kind of art because, when you're pooping, it's either your phone or the wall, and this is probably a more healthier option than either of those. The the Snow Miser, Heat Miser songs. I think like every 3 weeks, I just remember that they exist and just listen to it nonstop for a day, and I am in the middle of one of those modes. I love these songs. They're just the music, what music was meant to be. I'll put a link to the description down below, but if you haven't heard these, you should definitely check these songs out. Tabletop Simulator. Me and my friends have been using this to electronically and remotely play board games with each other, and we're having a lot of fun. I love board games, so this gives me something to do instead of being bored. We'll all like FaceTime each other and then just play electronically and fuck around in digital space, and it's just fun. And then going off of that, the next thing on my playlist is Sheep, the best resource in the game, and if you don't know what game I'm talking about, that's a problem. No sheep equals defeat. The next thing I want to talk about are Samoa's, in my opinion, the greatest Girl Scout cookie. I'll make a tier list of that later. But about a few months ago, this girl down our block comes to our house to let us order cookies. Me and my mom sit down at the table, and the girl sits down too, and I'm looking at the sheet and all the stuff that we can order from. And I think my mom wanted to buy like 5 boxes. And I said, Mom, why would you only buy 5 boxes for a whole year? And she said, well, you're not going to be home, so I'm not going to eat them. And I said, I'll eat them when I'm home. And what do you know? I got sent home from school early, so I'll have more time to eat the Girl Scout cookies, which I guess is pretty funny in retrospect. But anyways, so instead of ordering just 5, we ordered like 20 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. We made that little girl so happy. And of course, I ordered Thin Mints because those are a staple, and I tried a few others, but it doesn't really matter because I think at least half the boxes were Samoas because Samoas are so good. They're so good, in fact, that they can make me eat coconut. Now, I hate coconut, but there's coconut on these cookies, and I love them, so they're doing something right. They probably just put literal crack on them, but I think even if I found that out, I would still eat them. So, Samoa's top S tier Girl Scout cookie. And I recently discovered this meme. It's Anthony Fantano, who's I don't know if you can hear that, but my dog's having a spaz attack downstairs. I don't know what. Anyway, a YouTuber I watch called Anthony Fantano. Something he does before he records his videos, which I guess I need to start doing, is he'll just like yell obscenities in his recording room and to like hype himself up. And so one of the videos that he shared of him doing this went viral. It's a video where he's like, "Oh yeah, damn boy, he thick boy. That's a thick ass boy. Damn, he does it, of course, louder than that, but I don't want my mom to think I'm a weirdo by just yelling that through the house. And so I recently discovered that video exists, and I love that video. It's so funny. I'll put a link in the description. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go enjoy it too. Just every time I watch this video, it just makes me a little happier. So that's everything on my playlist. It's just a bunch of small shit. I encourage you to look around and see what maybe you're taking for granted. It could be something as small as bananas, or it could be something like FaceTiming your friends or family and just connecting while we're all so disconnected. And so now I'm gonna share with you, I guess, a sneak peek of what's to come. I wanted to take my spring break off to just relax because the last few weeks of the school semester were really stressful for me, and I just needed to unwind. And then I wanted to take at least the first 2 days of this week of new online classes to like figure things out and see how much free time I would have during the day. And it seems that I will have plenty of time because either my professors are old as shit or lazy as shit. So online school won't be as strenuous as I thought it would be, but either way, so here are a few sneak peeks of what is coming in the future for baked goods. And with all that out of the way, I hope you were able to see those quick enough. Thank you for watching or listening to my podcast. I would encourage you to like and subscribe for more content. And as you can see, I am clearly Team Snow Miser. And if you disagree, then my name is Ricky Bobby. And if you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you. All right. Peace.